came out here to the garden because I wanted to go ahead and get my lime tree planted. So I went to Home Depot this morning and I have to put my trees up high because of this little girl over here. She likes to chew up trees. So I had to go get some cinder blocks and a paver. And because the lime tree likes loamy soil, which just means it needs more sandy soil, I had to get some sand and I also have some potting mix. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting this thing planted up. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. It's nice and sunny out here. I am so happy my grass is starting to fill in. That was such an eyesore for me. So it is starting to fill in, guys, and I am excited about that. Hello. I can't see who's there, but I see that someone is there, and I appreciate you being here. How are you this morning? Or maybe you have to come over to the chat. Not sure. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this plant, our lime tree, planted. So I did go get some potting mix and some citrus, our tree fertilizer. Hi, Anna. How are you? So I got my fruit tree fertilizer. This stuff was on sale, by the way. Hi, Bayou. How are you? I went to the orange store this morning and got my stuff so I can get my tree planted. Hey, Lashes. How are you doing this morning? Just came out here to get my lime tree planted this morning because it is time. I've had it for a month and it's still in this container. So I said I need to get to it. And then I wanted to get my, oh, you just saw the notification. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I have to get my goji berry planted also. So I'll take you over here. So what I did was I put some, I thought I had some screen, but I don't. So I put some rocks in the bottom so I'll have some good drainage. And then since it likes soil, I'm sorry, loamy soil, I'm going to mix 30% sand and the rest potting mix. Of course, I don't math, y'all, so we're going to do what it do, make it do what it do. So have my potting mix over here. But first, before I do any of that, because I want to cheat it, I'm going to put some leaves down in here too, so I don't have to use so much soil. So I had some leaves. Of course, that's going to press down when you drop your soil and sand in. And then I had some chicken bedding. All this stuff is going to break down over time and it's going to feed my plant. Oh no, you said an hour ago. There's no telling what I did, Lashes. Y'all know I'm not tech savvy, so. But anyway, I put some leaves in there, some bedding in there, and then I'm going to drop some soil before I start dropping the sand in there. And that sand is heavy, so that's a 50-pound bag. It looks small, but it's heavy. So I am going to use a container to get some of the soil because I don't have them guns yet like Lashes. Lashes got them guns over there, so I'm not trying to throw my back out. So I'm just going to use this container here and start filling in some of this soil. What are you guys up to today? Did you work out this morning, Lashes? I didn't see you on live. I know sometimes you do it off camera too. I got on the bike this morning. I think I did about 8 miles. I did a 45-minute ride and did about 8 miles. I've been dealing with my poor little dog. She has glaucoma, and so she's been on a whole medicine schedule. So I have to get her squared away. So that's what I was doing early this morning. I'm going to take some of this this sand, and drop that in there. Told you guys I don't math, so let me open that up and see uh, how much I can mix in there. Leave that alone, girl. That's my other baby over here trying to get into stuff. I have to put my trees up high because this little girl, oh, she's fine. She's actually blind in that eye, but what happened was we were giving her the medicine for her eye, and I guess she was rubbing it with her paw and got the eye infected. So we just have to keep giving her meds. But no, she's not in any pain at all. The pressure in her eyes are down, so she's good right now, other than all the medicine. But this girl here is a busybody. So this is why I have to put my trees up high. So I went to Home Depot earlier and I purchased these, but it was so heavy. I said, let me unload this first and give my back a break, and then go back home and uh, and then I went back and got the soil and sand. So, but yeah, the dog is fine. We just have to get the infection out of her eye. So she has a cone, one of those cones on right now, so she can't mess with her eye at all. Hey, Angela, I am out here trying to get my lime tree planted. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I saw your live, girl. Your plants over there, even though you're in that hot climate in AZ, your plants are looking really good. They're looking nice and green, so I guess they're adapting to your climate. So I'm putting some sand in here now. Because the guy at the nursery, when I bought the lime tree, said that you have to put 30% 30% sand and the rest soil. So I'm just gonna kind of layer it in because I was telling them earlier, your girl don't math, okay? Anything past uh, times table and division, I'm lost, okay? As Medea say, I don't know nothing about no algebra. I don't do algebra, geometry, all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in. Usually for measurements, my husband is good at that stuff, so he usually does the measurements for me. But he's at work today, so we're gonna figure out this 30% sand. And then I need to get this. Oh, you said you're not getting notifications. You know what? I think a lot of people are having to unsubscribe and then go back and subscribe to get the notifications. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see how deep this is first. Okay. Yeah, I already have too much in here, so I'm gonna kind of mix that up a bit. And I'm gonna make a hole, see how deep that goes down in there. Uh, that should be fine. Hey, Robert, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm just here trying to plant my lime tree. And so that's it. I know I'm not supposed to plant it past this nodule here, I believe. So I'm just going to plant it container deep. I could be wrong though, you guys. I have another citrus over there, but that one is in the ground. And I remember having my baby over here. She chewed up my avocado, a, um, a dwarf nectarine, and I can't remember what other tree she chewed up, but this girl is so busy. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna dig this a little bit deeper. Oh, that should be fine. And then I'm just going to backfill that. Looks like it was already a lime on there. I guess I didn't notice it, but I knocked it off. So, oh well. So I'll use the last of that mix that's in there already. And I'm going to go ahead and backfill this container now. Well, thank you, Robert. I hope it turns out okay. Hey, Tamika, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Hey, Grammy's Journal. I'm just here trying to get my lime tree planted. So I put some rocks in the bottom of this container so I can get some good drainage. And I put leaves and chicken bedding in there so I wouldn't have to use as much soil. So I have, I'm supposed to mix 30% sand and potting mix because it likes loamy soil. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of layering it in. And look, hopefully I'm doing it right. So we're going to mix it. I remember the last time I planted a citrus, I had no clue that I needed sand. So I'm glad the guy told me when I purchased this one. So at least I know. I probably should go ahead and set it up on this brick now because that's going to be way too heavy for me to lift. So yeah, it's pretty light right now because there's no water in there, of course. So I think I'm going to go ahead and lift it up on these bricks first and then I'll finish it. Because if I don't, I won't be able to lift it. And this girl is a busybody. And we don't want her to chew up the other one, right? So her real name is Stax. My husband named her Stax. Hi, Good Eats. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. But I call her Lovey Bovey, so you know what that turned into because you know you always have to have nicknames. So I call her Bovey. She's so confused. She answers to me, though. So she must like her new name, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this up on these bricks. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's a bee up there. I don't want to hurt my bee. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to go get me something to set it on because I'm not trying to throw my back out. I'm going to get something to sit it on, and then I just have to lift it up from there. Oh, here's a bucket. I'm going to use that. It'll make it easier. I have a bee just sitting on my container. So look, it's getting ready to start doing work. Miss Anna Gomez up there, that's my sister up there. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on top of this bucket. So the next lift will just be on top of this container, or these bricks here. Whew, that's a lot of work. All right, we're going to see if I can lift it from there to there. How are you guys doing? What are you guys up to today? Is anybody out in the garden planting? Trying to read the chat. All right, I'm going to try to lift this up, guys. All right. One more. I'm going to move it closer so then basically I'll just be sliding it over. My husband's probably watching me on the camera. He's going to kill me for lifting this up, but oh, got it. All right. I'm going to be in trouble, guys, but it's for a good cause. Okay, so I got it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and backfill this and continue to fill it, and then I'm gonna put some fertilizer around the perimeter of the plant, and then I'm gonna water it in. Don't laugh at me for breathing hard, because look, that was a lot of work trying to lift that up. Oh no, I'm fine, Robert. I'm fine. He's actually at work. Otherwise, he would have done it. So that's why I said he's probably watching me on the camera, and I'm gonna be in trouble later. But it's fine. He understands. He knows I'm addicted to this whole garden thing. So I am almost done putting my soil in there. And then I'm going to plant my goji berry plant. I have a mess going over here. And I'm also going to mulch this too, so the soil doesn't dry out so quickly. Usually with trees, even the trees that are in the containers, if you, oh, almost fell. If you mulch it really good, you should only have to water it like once a week. I don't like to water them any more than that, because usually that's overwatering. So, all right, so it's full. So what I'm gonna do is put my fertilizer in there. So I found this Dr. Earth fruit tree fertilizer. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it around the outside there, mix it in just a little bit, and then we're gonna water that in and mulch. I'm gonna get my watering can. I really have to water it good, because normally I would have moistened the soil, but I didn't moisten the soil because that container would have been way too heavy for me to lift up. So I'm sorry, Grammys. I hope you feel better. Are you taking anything? I like to drink my ginger and turmeric every day. That helps a lot with keeping my immune system up. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and water this in. All right, I'm going to let that drain down and see if it runs through the bottom. Hey, Unbiased, how are you? Oh, you're doing hair? Okay, no worries. I'm just out here planting my lime tree, and I'm going to get my goji berry planted, I think. I'm just going to put my goji berry in a 5-gallon container for right now, because it's small. So this is my little goji berry. So it's still relatively small, so I'm just going to put it in a 5-gallon container. And it's already trying to fruit. So I have one bloom here that's getting ready to open, one here, and I think that's it. I thought it was 3 on there, but and this time I'm going to be smart enough to cover it, because last time I just planted it up and the yard birds wouldn't stay out of it, and it is the one that I have back there is completely dead. So I don't see any water coming out of the bottom, so we're going to water that some more. I want to soak it in really good, and then I won't come back out here and water this one probably for another week. So I think this container is about 3 gallons of water. Hopefully that's enough. Then I'm going to go in there and get my wood chips and get that going. So you are doing hair. You're in Louisiana, unbiased. See, whenever I'm in Louisiana, I'll hit you up so you can do my hair. Do you braid or you style or both? That was a lot of work. Angela, are you still at work or you're off work right now? Okay, I'm going to go get my mulch. I still don't see any water coming out of the bottom of that container. I guess I have to give it a second since I had sand and soil in there. Let's see. Now I have to find my mulch. I'm out here in my shed. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that, guys, for all that noise. Oh, I have a whole bag of mulch over there. All right, I have some mulch right here. It's just some wood chips. 4 hours to go for you? Oh, goodness. Eating bok choy for breakfast? That sounds fantastic. Oh, you do braids. Okay, got it. All right, so I'm just gonna drop some wood chips up here, and that should keep that soil nice and moist so I don't have to water it so much. And the leaves and the bedding that I put in the bottom, that's gonna break down and feed the plant, and then I put all-purpose fertilizer on top here and just mixed it in just a little bit, and that's gonna feed the plant over time also. All right, so we got that one done. And the goji berry, I'm not sure where I want to plant it. I'm going to put it in a 5-gallon container, but I'm not sure where I want to put it so the yard birds won't get in it. I'm thinking maybe I'll move one of these containers because it gets really big. So this is the actual vine of the other one that died. So you see how tall this one is? So they get really big. And so I think maybe I'll move this container here and I'll just set it right there. That's what I think I'm going to do. And then I wanted to share with you guys, look at these yard-long beans. I was so excited. I came out here the other day and did a live in the evening to show these yard-longs, but look at how long they are already. So these I can actually go ahead and harvest. I mean, these jokers are long. I thought because the plants were small, they wouldn't put out like that, but I guess I was wrong. This is my first time planting the yard-long, so I'm going to harvest these and I'm going to have me a good stir fry. And all my beans came up, the ones that I dropped the seeds for last Friday. So those came up. I still don't see the Swiss chard, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, I do. So here's some Swiss chard right here. They're small though. Let's see. And something else is coming up in the front here, but you guys know I don't label stuff, so I have no clue until it comes up. And then my onions over here. I did plant some what did I plant? Some elephant garlic out here. Elephant garlic is so fabulous. It's a milder flavor than all the other varieties. Sorry for the wind chimes, you guys. It's a milder flavor, but I use the green tops to cook with also, and the green tops have more flavor than the actual bulb. So I did plant some in this container here, and I planted some in a couple of the raised beds also. I'll have to pull these yellow leaves off. They're gonna go. I usually just let them compost in place. So I did do that, and my Persian cucumber over here. I did notice that I have some cucumbers over here, so I'm gonna take those off because these are nice. So I'm gonna take that one off, and I have another one over here. Take that one off, and then there's a couple more, and there's some flowers on there. I did try to come out here and prune these things the other day. There's another big cucumber there. I'm gonna take that one off. This plant is just about done though, so I'll go ahead and take that one down. King Morgan is in here somewhere. Hey King, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. So I got the other cucumber here. And then I think I may go ahead and take I have a giant Marconi over here, and it's already turning red. I don't know if I should just wait for it to, uh-oh, well, I already broke the stem, so no waiting there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one off. I've been excited to get these off anyway. I love these peppers. Same flavor as a bell pepper. Hey, Georgia Peach Nut, how are you? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. So there's that. And then I have an Anaheim chili up here that I'm going to pull off also. So there's my Anaheim chili. I don't know why I don't have my basket. It'd make my life a little easier. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give my back a break before I start potting up that other plant. The other one is small though, so it's not a big deal. So, all right, here's my little harvesting basket here. So I was trying to get some of these beans off of here also. I have some yellow bush beans on my green stalk that I need to take off as well. So I'm going to do that. I love these green stalks. It was funny because I still have two that are in the box, you guys. They have never been opened. And I saw that blue and I almost bought it yesterday, and I had to talk myself off the ledge and tell myself, you have two in the box, in boxes that have not been opened, so do not purchase that. So I was good yesterday. I didn't purchase it, but they are on sale, and it's a 5 tier for $79 right now if you use a code. I usually use Roots and Refuge. Is that the channel name? Roots and Refuge. I use their code Roots10, so it'll go down to like 60 something plus shipping if anyone wants to get a green stalk. They are fabulous to have for small space gardening. There's another Anaheim chili. That one was ready. So for small space gardening, that is fantastic to have. I'm just harvesting what I can out here. I try to keep up with everything so that I don't lose anything. Candy cane peppers. And these are the ones that I just planted probably a few weeks ago, and it's already fruiting. That's a candy cane pepper. This is the banana pepper. It actually slowed up because of the heat, but now that it's cooling off, I see more flowers are coming on. Funny thing is, I think I mentioned this before. Whenever I plant banana peppers, they usually don't do that great. But you see how good this one is doing? I don't know what's going on in this particular raised bed, but this is where it's going to be planted all the time. So I have that in there. This one, that's a bell pepper. It looks like there's flowers that are going to start on those too. So this one completely died. So, but it's tomatoes in there. But I don't think they're going to ripen. It just looks sad. So I'm just going to pull that out of that hanging basket. And I'll amend the soil and just put some lettuce in there or something. Oh my gosh. Let's go out here and see what else. This pineapple sage, we're not going to even talk about that. Thank God I have a 3-day weekend, so I'll come out here and harvest some of that another time. This amaranth, this was supposed to be micro green seeds. You see how big that is? So I'm going to harvest some of that also. And look at my tassels are out, you guys, on the corn. And I see some little corn shoots over here. So the corn is coming on this one. Let's see. Oh, the yard longs, huh? Whew, telling you, I'll forget myself if I weren't attached. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me pull these off. Pull these yard longs off. Funny thing is, I didn't even know these beans were out here. I just thought that was part of the plant, and I just happened to pick it up the other day and saw that it was yard longs, and I was so excited. I think it's some on the other side too. I hope I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Hey, Netta's Nest, Mrs. Queen, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. I'm just out here in the garden. So these are the ones that I harvested so far. Hold on, let me raise you up. And these are nice and long. These are yard long beans. So I can get me a good stir fry out of that. Okay, I think these are the only ones that are super long. The other ones are long, but not like this. So I just want the plant to keep moving, so I don't want to not. And then I have, oh goodness, all these sweet and hot peppers right here. I am in Grow Zone 10, Southern California. So I'm going to take this off also. So pretty much we can grow all year round, even tomatoes. Uh-oh. You see this? This is why you have to come out and watch your plants because they will lay their eggs on your stuff. These critters. So I'll prune that up in a bit. But it's a lot of flowers on there. So I have some peppers here. And then here's my watermelon. I'm so hoping that this watermelon gets really big. So this one is still doing good. I had a couple that had blossom end rot that I had to, yeah, thank you, Robert. I had a couple that I had to pull off because they got blossom end rot. So I'm definitely gonna harvest some of this. This is that lettuce leaf basil. I'm getting all tongue-tied. Lettuce leaf basil, and I love these leaves. Some of these leaves will get as big as your hand, so I'm gonna definitely harvest some of that. That basil is so good. I use it as a lettuce because I love basil flavor. And let's see, this plant is perking back up. I told you it was dying and looking crazy. That's a early girl tomato. I have some jalapenos over here and jalapenos here. And I think that one right there is a bell pepper. and the grapevines. The grapevine is slowing down. I started pruning this up yesterday. I just didn't finish because it started getting dark. I'm going to take these couple of sun gold tomatoes that I have on this one. This one has been here since last year, August. I know I tell you guys every week, but I'm just so proud of this sun gold tomato. It's been here for over a year and it's still putting out. There's still tomatoes on here, so I'm gonna go drop this in my basket. I need to get my basket out of the sun. Uh-oh, sorry about that, guys. And then I need to harvest some of these also. These peppers, they're starting to turn. I love this one. This one is a, oh, I hear you, unbiased. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some of these peppers. I don't know what I did with my scissors. I probably left them in the back. I think I have another pair in here. I do. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these peppers off also. These peppers are so darn spicy. Oh, these are dull. It's funny, I came out here and saw that something had bit the tip of one of these peppers. And that was as far as they got. I said, yeah, I said, those peppers probably lit their behinds up. Whoever ate a piece of that, because these peppers get super hot. So what are you up to, Mrs. Queen? Do you grow also? The weather out here, it's only going to be, I said only, it's only going to be like 83 today. So that's why I'm out here, because it's warm right now for me, because I think anything over 75 is hot, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So I'm just going to grab the ones that are ripe. So you get all different color peppers on this plant. You'll get the orange, red, and yellow. So I'm just going to harvest the ones that are ripe. And then I'm going to try to get my goji berry planted. Oh, I have some tomatoes up here. This is a dwarf tomato plant also. I have another little Roma over here also. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm like, thank you, Robert, because I'm not really looking at the chat, but I appreciate everyone for being here. I really do, because I could not do this without you. Uh-oh, I think I cut a pepper. These are dull. I need to go find my snippers, the good ones. Uh-oh, I think I pulled one off by accident. That shouldn't have come off. All right, I'm gonna grab this one, and then I'll let the other ones get a little bit more riper before oh, my snippers were right here. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna get my basket out of the sun though, because it is pretty warm right there. Oh, and then I have a chili de arbol in here. So I think I'm gonna pull that one off if I can. I'll snip it off. I'm gonna snip that one off. I don't want to break the plant. You said last year was the first year you took it seriously. Well, that's good, Miss Queen. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Because going to these grocery stores nowadays, food quality is terrible. Not only that, sometimes you go in there and half the stuff you're going in there for, they don't have. So I like to grow everything that I like to eat all year round so that I don't have to do that. So for my produce, I really don't have to buy produce. The only thing I have to get now are my bananas here. My grapes, I get them on my vine for now anyway. And blackberries. It looks like my blackberries are coming back, but look at these collard trees. They are filling back in. Remember, I said I was going to trim them down. So I guess that was a lie because all these leaves are coming in and I just can't do it. So I'm just going to let them fill in and then maybe next time I'll cut them down. But I am loving these collard trees. I usually don't do the collard plants because I feel like the collard plants, they're going to die off. But these trees, they literally go all year round. So I have these two and they're in containers. These are only 15-gallon containers. And look how big they are. These are about 7 feet tall. And then I have this one back here that's really, this is one plant, but this one is not in a container, it's in the ground. And so, most things reach its full potential in the ground. So this one is going crazy. And I thought about getting another one. They had one and it had like purple leaves, and because that's my favorite color, I wanted that purple collard so bad. And I said, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm definitely going to have lots of collards for the holidays. Also, I like my collards, every Sunday. Look at this girl. She is so nosy. Hi, Blanche. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. She's so nosy. My little nosy girl. But yeah, she's a busybody. All of them are. The other one is in the nesting box as usual. But there's Miss Sadie back there. She's nosy too. She's always looking for a snack. Yeah, the weather is not too bad. I'm curious to see how, flip the camera around. I'm curious to see how our winter is going to be. Oh, Lord. Let me wash my hands. I got my hair all in my eye. Hold on, guys. Wash my hands real quick. Because although I had on gloves, the way I was scooping the soil went inside the gloves. Let me dry my hands. All right. So I am done with that. I'm all shiny. It's warm out here right now. Well, it's like 72, so it's not too bad, but it is kind of warm. But yeah, I love my collard trees because I pretty much will eat on those all year round. I like to blend them in my smoothies also. You post on your channel and then take them down. Why? Leave them up. You could be inspiring others to grow. Leave your videos up. I would love to see them. I'm definitely going to go over to your channel. So I still need to cut my stevia back. This stevia is a lot. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to do it right now because if I don't, it's not going to get done today. You say you're getting ready to say leave them up too, right? You don't have to be organized. Girl, you see all this mess out here? This is the whole jungle. I just literally started organizing in the garden. Um, well, I've been working on it for quite a while. Like these right here, oh, you're looking at me. These raised beds here, you see all this mess? I just dropped that stuff on the ground, but I have a mess going out here. So gardening is not always pretty. You're always going to have stuff everywhere. The plants are not going to be pretty all year round. It just don't happen that way. So these raised beds here, my husband built these for me so that I wouldn't have to do a lot of stooping and bending. So I do have those, but then I decided to go ahead and do the raised beds. So I like doing those. It's not too bad. Like this one right here doesn't really bother me at all because I have my grapevine on this side and I have my little dwarf blackberries in here. And then I just put some ginger and turmeric right in the front of that raised bed. And same on this side. There's actually a grapevine on this side as well. And then I have herbs around the front. So not too bad. I don't have to do a whole lot of replanting all the time because you know the herbs, they're perennials. They're if they die off, they're going to come back. And my blackberry, this blackberry right here, I planted it in here, and look, it's already started spreading out. So I'm getting ready to pull that cucumber plant after it finishes with these couple of cucumbers. I see some on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and let those finish, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. And it was a nice spot for that cucumber, though. Got the perfect amount of sun. It did really well in this raised bed, and I was surprised. It was more of an experiment because, like I said, I do have a grapevine in there, and I wasn't sure if I could plant that cucumber, but it did really well. So I definitely will plant a smaller one in here next time. But yeah, definitely, Miss Queen, keep posting and doing, do your videos and leave them up. Yep, you definitely don't. It's not going to be organized all the time. I promise you. I promise you. My garden is definitely not organized. I have stuff everywhere. If you look in here, it might look pretty on the surface, but it's a lot of stuff just in here. And back here, I just pruned these down. So it's work to be done. See this huge tree? Yeah, stuff is just not going to be pretty all year round. So, you do what you can, whatever's appealing to you, and that's it. Don't worry about what other people think, because the ultimate goal is to grow your food. So you can care less what other people think about how your garden is looking. I do what's appealing to me, and if people want to look at it and they think it's nice, that's all good. But what in calamity? Is that a wasp or a mosquito? Whatever it is, I'm going to let it have its way and leave it alone. But yeah, you see this? I just have stuff everywhere. So, see, cardboard down here. Does that look pretty? No, Miss Queen. I got a whole mess going over here. So, oh, you getting ready to go? Okay. I have to go give my baby a hug before he goes. Hugs. See you later. Have a good day at work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Be safe. I gave her medicine already, so you don't have to do any of that. That's my youngest. He'll come find me so he can get his hug before he goes to work. So I think it's cute. That's my guy right there. I have three boys, but he's the youngest. The others are 30 and, yeah, 30 and 34. Look, I forget because, after a certain age, you just forget. 30, 34, and then 36 and 39 is the oldest. So don't be asking me how old I am because I'm 25. But I think that's Japanese beetle. Oh my God. I hate when I see those things and it's right in my face. Oh, I hate those things. I'm usually chasing them around my yard. But these are my little sugar babies. And look, this, oh, you're still looking at me, huh? Hold on, did I flip it around yet? My little sugar babies. These are nice and big though, but they're still not ready. When the stems are brown, that's when I pull them off. The bigger watermelons, I was hoping that you see her? You see what I mean? She's over there chewing up my echinacea plant. She is caught. Bubby, what are you doing? Stop that. Busted in the act, chewing up my plants. Thank you, Angela. I wish my body felt 25. That's right, Robert. That's right. My I have a son that's 34, and he is such a good husband and father to his children, and my 30-year-old as well. He loves his little babies. My 30-year-old has two. Well, all of them. Well, three of them have two. My 30-year-old has two. My 34-year-old has two. My 36-year-old has two. And my 39-year-old, she doesn't have any children. So she's still blessed to be able to live her single life and be great until she starts having children, and things have to slow down. So she's still enjoying life. Ah, that Japanese beetle. I'm so sick of that thing. Why are you in my garden? I usually get a brick and throw it on top of it if it gets close to the ground. Yeah, she is busted, chewing up my plant. I was wondering why those leaves look so awful. I'm like, why does that plant look like that? Yeah, I guess she says she needed it for medicinal purposes. So I'm going to trim some of this off. And these plants usually die off. These are definitely annuals. So normally you're really supposed to cut it in between these, but this plant has been growing for quite a while, and I don't want to lose any of my basil. I like to blend it. I love this basil flavor. This is one of my favorite basil varieties. So you guys should try it. It's the lettuce leaf basil. And I use it in my stir fries. Hi, Al's Organic. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I use it in my smoothies. I stir fry with it. I'll put it in soups, beans, whatever. Whatever I can put this in, I'll use it in my salad. A lot of the times I'll just use this as my lettuce because the leaves are so big. But I think that's all I'm going to harvest. I was trying to give my back a little break. And the stevia. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to do that. You see how forgetful I am? I start talking and I forget everything. So I'm going to, my basket there. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that goji berry planted. And then I'm going to call it done. I think I'm going to go ahead and move that pot from over there. Because if I move that one, then I can just set the goji berry in there. It actually likes your climate, Angela. You're over there in AZ where it's super hot. It actually likes your climate. So the goji berry, it does not like acidic soil. So I'm just gonna let's see, what am I gonna put in the bottom of this container? I think I'm gonna go over here and get some leaves to put in the bottom of this container because the leaves are gonna break down and feed back to my plant. So I'm gonna get some leaves out of there. My chickens are getting real irritated with me because they want to be out in the yard and I'm out here. But ever since I saw the coyotes in my front yard and the neighbor's cats, um, I'm afraid to let them out while I'm doing something else and I'm not really paying attention to them. So, and the other day I was out here, I was wondering if I had it on my Ring camera. There was a falcon swooped down, and I had to shoo it off. And it was so bold, it just sat on top of my house waiting. I was like, goodness, all of wildlife is coming to the yard and in the city, you guys. So, yes, Miss Angela, your leaves and stuff, usually my containers, even my raised beds, and then you don't have to add so much soil. So, I take leaves and sticks or whatever. That one is a little big, but I'll put that on the bottom, and then I get some of that chicken bedding and drop it in, and then I put my soil in. So that's gonna be it for that. It feels so good over here in the shade. Oh my gosh. I'm like, goodness, I don't want to go back over there, you guys. So you would be nervous? Yeah, it was in my front yard, and I was like, oh my goodness. And we caught it. It was right in front of our door. Right? The falcon was waiting for me to leave them chickens outside. But usually, because I live in the city, if you see the gate is high, but you know chickens, they'll jump right over that gate. And coyotes will go over your fence. And from what I hear, they can jump up to 8 feet. So I said, nope, I'm not doing that. So, yeah, usually if I let them out in the yard, it's only because I'm right here with them. If I'm not right here, they have to stay in their enclosure. So they're good. Their enclosure is like 10 by 10, so they have a lot of space. I did get my new cover, Robert. The covers did come. The storm shredded my Easy Up top, the canopy top, so I had to order another one. So it finally came. It was supposed to come on Monday. Didn't come to the other day, so hopefully we'll get to put it up this weekend. So see, they have a lot of space. It's only three of them right now, so they have a lot of space right here, and then that's their house, that shed right there. I can't remember how big the shed is. I think it's 5 by 5 or something, maybe a little bigger. And it's only three of them, so they have plenty of space. I was thinking about getting some more. Have to come back and get my bucket. So, but yeah, if I'm not watching them, I can't let these girls out. They get eaten up. All right, so I have my leaves here, and I think I'm gonna use that bucket again to set this on top of the 5 gallon. This plant is small, so it's not like it's gonna get too big for me to carry or anything, but I'm still not going to, yeah, it did come, thank God, because that was such an eyesore, Robert. I come out here and I'm like, ugh, that just looks so tacky. So, but I'm just happy that that's all that happened. If that's all I have to worry about, then that's not a big deal. It's just an Easy Up cover, and I think the cover was only like $34. So that's better than my whole garden being wiped out, or the roof coming off your house. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this goji berry planted. It didn't say anything about loamy soil for that one, so, and I don't remember ever doing that with the other one. So I'm gonna get me some gloves and get this baby planted also. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with your girl. I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping this soil in. I probably could just dump it now. It's not really that much in this bag, but I'm not. I'm gonna be a good girl. When the bag gets close to empty, then I'll lift it. See, then you don't have to add as much soil. You got to use those leaves and cheat it. Leaves and sticks, whatever you can get in there to fill that space. And then I'm also getting some chicken bedding. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have a bucket over here full of it. Sorry for all the noise. I have a Bluetooth in my ear, so you guys will hear it. All right, I'm not going to use that much. I'm going to add this to the bottom here. Just going to mix that in. Mix that in and then add some more soil on that. And that plant is really not that big, so I don't have to dig a big hole in this container. And then I'm going to mulch this one as well. That's another way to protect your soil, because if you mulch it, then you don't have all the little flying bugs laying their eggs on your soil. Especially that darn Japanese beetle. Alrighty. Add some fertilizer in here also. All those things are going to break down over time, the leaves and the bedding. And then I'm going to add some fertilizer in there also. And it's a slow release. So this is what I'm using for those that maybe came in late and didn't see it. It's a Dr. Earth organic fruit tree fertilizer. I'm just going to take a handful. And I'm going to mix that in there. All right, where's my plant? Here we go. See, this one isn't that big. It's small. So, dig a hole here and add my plant. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, there you go. Okay. Dig a hole big enough. I'm only planting this pot deep, so as deep as it is in this pot, that's how I'm going to plant it in here. Uh-oh. And these things grow really fast, so. All right. So I got that one popped in. I'm going to add some more soil, because of course the soil level is going to drop once I put water on this dry soil. But I'm going to move it to the location I want it to go to first before I add the water, because then it will be too heavy for me. All right. And she's all planted up now. All right, so now I'm going to move that container from over there. It's just a pot of zinnias, so I'm just going to move it wherever for now. Ooh, I see a nice worm down here that I'm going to grab, and I'm going to put it in that container. Yes, I'm a worm freak. I will grab a worm with gloves on, of course. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This is a nice one too. I love lifting up rocks and stuff and finding worms, especially when you know they're beneficial to your plant. So I'm going to drop that in this pot. And then I'm going to take this pot over there. I'll take you guys over there first. You say you don't want me to get in trouble twice, right? I'm always lifting stuff I don't have no business. It's on my leaf. You see that? That's okay though, thinking that it's going to eat my stuff. All right, I got it on the ground. Looks like I won the fight, you guys. I crushed it. Anyway, I'm going to bring my pot over here and water it in. Yeah, it's really light right now, thank God. Because you're right, Robert, I don't want to get in trouble twice. Because my silly self decided to lift some stuff I don't have no business. Then I'll be telling him later, can you rub my back? And he'll be completely irritated with me because I had no business lifting it. Hi, Felicia. How are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So let me get some water. I'm going to water that in. Go fill up my water container. So I probably will not have to fertilize this one for at least a few months. I'll put a slow release in there and plus the bedding and the leaves. So all that's going to break down together and feed my baby. And guess what? Since I moved that lime tree out of my main garden, you guys know what happened. Now there's more room for me to plant more stuff. I have some weeds over here that I pulled out of my front yard. So I was going to put that in my super juice container. So I'm going to do that also. That's my homemade fertilizer. I pulled these weeds out. And you can use grass clippings and weeds from your yard, old leaves from your plant. You just have to use it while it's fresh. You don't want to use dead leaves and stuff like that in your homemade fertilizer because you'll get a low quality fertilizer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and water this in. These are my bell peppers in the back right here that I planted in these cinder blocks. And look how good they're doing in those cinder blocks. So don't sleep on those either, guys, because you can use those to plant in. I'm going to let that drain down some before I add more water. Oh, goodness. I put this cardboard down here on the ground to smother those weeds. So, and the cardboard, it will break down over time also if you use it in your garden. I use them under my garden beds uh, for a clean space to garden. So I put cardboard under there and then I put my soil on top of that. Uh-oh, I have an ant on me. So what are you up to, Miss Felicia? Are you over there planting or creating? Because I know you create and grow. All you guys connect with each other if you have not already. I think that's enough water. Let's see. No, I don't see anything coming out the bottom, so I'm going to give it more water. So once it's soaked in really good, then I'm going to mulch it, and I probably won't have to water it for at least a week. Typically, fruit trees, especially the goji berry, it does not like to be overwatered. that dry climate. So where you are, Miss Angela, if you wanted to get a goji berry, you can get you a goji berry and it would do fantastic over there where you are. You may have to water a little bit more because you definitely have higher heat than I do. All right, that's enough water. So now I'm going to get some mulch and I'm going to mulch that. And then I will be done with that. These zinnias are doing good in this container though. I do need to separate them though because zinnias get kind of big. Alrighty. Alrighty. All done, guys. Yay. So that's done. And then I'm just gonna move this pot on the other side where I had the lime tree on that table. I'll just move it over there. And that'll be it. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so very much for spending your time with me. Look, I killed that Japanese beetle and now I see another one. Man, they will wreak havoc in your garden, I'm telling you. When you see those beetles, and I mean, I tried spraying those things with some serious spray. It does nothing. It's like Kool-Aid to them. So anyway, I have to run errands. I have to go to the feed store. And since my nursery is right across from the feed store, you know what's gonna happen. I have to stop there too. Uh-oh, I was trying to read the chat. Oh wow, I'm way behind. A black trash can? I did have a black trash can somewhere back there. I have a black trash can back there that I put some of the bedding in. So I do have a black trash can back there. Well, thank you, Robert, for moderating and taking care of the chat. Oh, you're dropping seeds later, Felicia? Yeah, I was way behind. That's awesome. What are you going to be planting? I'm going to go to the nursery. Not sure what I'm going to pick up, though, but I know I'm going to pick up something. I love that nursery. I might do just a quick live when I get over there so you can see how big that nursery is. I mean, it's like 5 acres of beauty. I love going there. Sometimes I'll just go there. I won't buy anything. I'll just go and walk around because it's so big. So I'll get my exercise and I'll get to look at all that beauty. Oh, no worries, Georgia. Oh, I planted my goji berry plant. I have a goji berry plant back here that died. All the yard birds, they used it to nest in and chewing up all the leaves and all that. So it's completely dead. I did the scratch test last week. It's completely gone. So I'll probably just use that container for sweet potatoes or something. But I planted my goji berry here. This is a new one that I have. It's really small, but it was really inexpensive, which was fabulous. I think I paid like 12 bucks maybe. And goji berries, that's a superfood. So I usually will put them in my smoothies. They have like a tomato consistency. It's like these little tiny seeds in, and it does have a little bit of an aftertaste. Kind of like cranberry has a little bit of an aftertaste. It's kind of like that, but they're good though. They're sweet. So I put them in my smoothies. So that was it. I got my lime tree planted and my goji berry, and then I harvested some stuff. I think you were here for that. So I'm gonna clean up this mess that I made over here because that's a whole mess. And then I'm gonna go do my errands. I have to go to the feed store and the pharmacy and all that good stuff. So anyway, I appreciate Robert. That guy is so sweet. Takes the time out of his day to moderate for people. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here and go run my errands because I have to be back before 11 o'clock because I'm on a doggy medicine schedule. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time. Love you. Please like, share, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, share me out, all that good stuff, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye, guys. Have an amazing